Oh, I forgot to drink water.
Yeah, the stream is on now.
Yeah.
All right. Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone. Nice to see you all again. Today is Tuesday, first day of March. So exactly 4 weeks ago, we were here on first day of February as well.
Yeah.
So a little bit of update for a brief update for the price of Bitcoin and ETH. Bitcoin is now at 43,000 plus. So ETH is at 2009. I almost say 29,000. Wow, that would be heaven, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2009 plus. So according to Binance, now ETH is 294 plus. BTC is 434,500, something like that. So over to you, Mr. Richard. You kick us off for today.
Yeah. We see the green color today, and there's a good news.
Wow.
Yeah. We see the green color at the Bitcoin price has gone up 9%. 9% is jumping from 37,000 plus until 43,000 plus as we see today, and that's why we have the title. As you see in our title, it's about the crypto price go up, and let me share to you some information, the screen of our slides. Our slide is about this is a slide. It's about the Bitcoin in demand boom and join 9% go up. Yeah, and what's the reason why? A lot of people say expect they expected the price will may go up when the oil price go up together. But why last week the Bitcoin price still go down? Yeah, the answer is there are some Bitcoin options still expire will be expired in the end of the month, in the end of the quarter, and in the end of the years. That's why the price will have the correction at that milestone at that point of the times. And now is a time for the price to go up to catch up with the current price of the gold price, the oil price. We see the news 5 days ago about the when Russia tried to attack Ukraine, and it's make the price of everything go up, and that's but people say, oh, why the price go up but Bitcoin still remain the same. Yeah, the answer I have answer in the beginning of our live stream is about the Bitcoin option is expired. And now let's go review some of the other main news in the crypto today and previous week. KPMG in Canada also joined into the crypto by the World of Women Non-Fungible Token. Yeah, this is a nice news. It show that that's the equal in the men and women in the crypto. Yeah, that means women also be in charge in the crypto nowadays. A lot of as I see, there's so many millionaire in as a woman, billionaire also as a woman in crypto. Yeah. And the next one is also says about Bitcoin climbed to 41,000 and flipping the Russian group because we may hear why the ruble of Russia going down because also Russia received a lot of sanctions from European country and from the other part of the world. Yeah. And back that we also hear the news about Ukraine. Ukraine accept Bitcoin, Ethereum, USDT donation amid ongoing war. This information show up on the Twitter, the official Twitter of Ukraine. Yeah, but I also don't know. I also not sure that how Ukraine can cash out the crypto
Yeah.
in.
So they probably have to cash out through the people they know, the
Yeah,
business people that they know. I think there are quite a number of businesses over there that are dealing with Bitcoin as well. So of course, being able to cash out is one thing, provided that it doesn't affect the war, doesn't affect the currency, the fiat currency
yeah,
status, or rather the fiat currency value. Yeah, because each time there's war, if you read back into history, each time there's war, the currency will either inflate or lose value. Yeah, so half the time, most of the time they inflate and then they deflate, but there's the extreme cases where you saw Germany has its previous marker inflate to a certain extent or to a certain level that they couldn't handle anymore, so they have to reintroduce the new German mark. Yeah, so very much like how of course what happened to Venezuela a few years ago, there wasn't really a kind of war like this Ukraine has, but they have a crisis, and that currency went up to
yeah,
very high, and then it deflates, or rather they lose value, and then so they reintroduce a new currency, and now it gone up very high again. Yeah, so things like this could happen in time of major crisis for a particular country, and
yeah,
let's hope that they are able to cash out cleanly.
yeah,
I believe they will rely on a lot of US dollar to cash out probably.
yeah. That's
Yeah,
right.
so which would not cause a lot of problem for them in terms of being able to utilize what they collected from the Bitcoin. Yeah.
From the crypto node when but I also don't know about it. And one more thing about the US EU governments uh, trying to remove the selected Russian banks from the SWIFT network. Yeah, this is also one of the sanctions
Uh, so
from the
okay, this
Russia.
war has ignited a lot of things. It has caused a lot of people to do a lot of things, especially US and EU. First of all, you see US and EU, they put a lot of sanctions in the last few days
Yeah,
towards the climax of the war up to the fourth day or fifth day. So a lot of
yeah,
sanctions going on. Yeah. So, but one thing remains is the question of whether this sanction will be effective. Yeah. Yeah. So
yeah,
because if you look at what Russia has, uh, these sanctions may not cause a lot of problems. So it may not cause a jump, big jump or big fall in currency, their currency, or
yeah. That's
uh,
right.
whatever related to it. Because you see, Russia is number one in wheat production. I mean, they are a big farming country, you know. Yeah, so
Yeah,
they are a country with 100 million population, but they have lands that is like what, three times the size of US? Is it three
yeah,
times? Twice,
yeah,
at least twice the size of US
yeah,
land size, you know. Yeah, and US that includes Alaska. Yeah, so
yeah,
so they have big land. They have a lot of farming area, and they have like one third the population of US. and then they have a lot of oil, they have a lot of natural gas, and then they have this. Okay, here's the thing. So a lot of people think that, oh, this war is because of Russia being bad guys and la 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 la. Let's not look into all this good guy bad guy thing, but let's look at the economic perspective. You see, Russia has the okay. Imagine this is Russia and this is Europe. Russia has an oil pipeline that, is it oil or gas? Oil. Yeah, it's called Nord Stream. Nord Stream. Yeah, so it links from Russia to Germany. Yeah. So
yeah,
and the Europe, they are buying. They are actually buying and consuming a lot of these resources from Russia. Yeah. So let's look at the numbers. Europe imports 40 to 46% of its energy from Russia. Well, here's the thing, 40 to 46% of its energy from Russia, and of course you
yeah,
need all this energy to keep you warm, keep you heated, because now it's
yeah,
winter. You don't have all this energy to burn and keep you warm. You will freeze to death before the war comes. Yeah. So that currently there's no sanction on the Nord Stream 2 because they have a first line, they want to have a second line, and there's no sanction on it so far. So
yeah,
of course, uh, for Russia banks, you say, hey, you sanction on the bank, so how are they
yeah,
going to do money transfer? They
yeah,
have a lot of ways, cash, whatever they
yeah,
deal with. They have so many trading partners, so they don't really have to worry so much. So for us as a trader, as a crypto investor, when we look at headlines like this, first we must think, will it affect Russia too much that it will
yeah,
cause us a lot of trouble? So
yeah,
at this current point of time, when I look at it, they probably won't. I think Russia has their own network that's similar to Swift, if I'm not wrong.
yeah.
Uh,
That's it.
and something I'm not too sure. Yeah,
With
I saw
this
it on.
sanction, yeah, with this
Yeah, so
sanction,
if they are being selected, if they are being sanctioned from
yeah,
Swift network, kicked out of by Swift network, they can use
yeah,
another network.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
So and of course, I think I think they probably have a lot of blockchain network as well. I'm
Yeah,
not,
yeah,
but but you see, these kind of things that happen actually ignites a thought in all our minds. They say, oh, this Swift network, they can just kick banks out. So
yeah,
that is the reason why there's this thing called decentralized financial network.
yeah,
Yeah, so that is why blockchain is being invented in the first place. Yeah, because there are a lot of things that government can just kick you out from this, kick you out from that, kick you out from your own house. Yeah. So coming back to blockchain and all, you look at India.
yeah,
India, they are going to develop their own CBDC. So according to some of the articles that we find, yeah, so the Reserve Bank of India, which is their central bank, they will launch CBDC by the upcoming financial year, which means 2022. Yeah.
yeah,
So because financial year is normally from the beginning of the year to the end of the year or the beginning of the following year, some depending on where they begin. Yeah, and then India is also following China. China has
yeah,
their own 5G. You see China has been really great on 5G. They are very fast forward with 5G. They use 5G tech to do reporting from the train to the studio like almost instantly. You see all this kind of speed that matters. Yeah. So 5G network is in final stages according to the report, and it is expected to roll out by the end of 2022 for India. Yeah, so for India, 2022 is a big year for them. Yeah, they have this CBDC and then they have this 5G, and I think you'll be happily ever after now.
yeah.
Not like the Disney movie. Yeah, but the thing is
This,
that they are progressing. That's the most important thing. Yeah,
yeah,
because at the end of the day, what we are doing and what we are seeing and what people are getting into in terms of blockchain, in terms of 5G tech, in terms of all this tech advancement and development, is to make sure that our future is not like so slow, you know. Yeah,
yeah,
imagine if you want to talk to your family when you're working overseas, you have to wait for the international code for 30 years ago, you know. You have to wait, you have to dial this particular code and then you wait, you have to pay a lot of money. Yeah, but with all this CBDC 5G and all, we are supposed to be going to spend less on communication, because more people are going to get onto it. and and of course, you know, in cryptocurrency, you see that the transfer fee, transaction fee is pretty low, you know.
yeah,
Of course, some of the blockchain, they don't manage well, they have a lot of problems, but all these problems can be made better when the blockchain gets better. Yeah, let's move on to the next one. Yeah, so it's their money in metaverse. All right. So a couple of weeks ago, we mentioned something about GameFi, and all this has to do with the interconnection of the metaverse. Yeah. So Beijing, Shanghai, and Shenzhen have incorporated the metaverse into their cities development plan. Yeah. Also, you can see companies like Tencent, what is it? Tencent, Baidu, and Alibaba have
yeah,
filed metaverse trademarks in the recent months. So you see that this metaverse, if you are very interested in it, you go and explore it on it, you'll find that it's actually a very big thing these days. You know, yeah,
yeah,
especially among young people. I mean, among people like us, we will probably be slow on getting to it. Some
yeah,
of you may agree to me. Yeah, because recently I have a friend who is about 60 plus, you know, come and
yeah,
ask me, what is this metaverse? How can I get onto it? I was like, oh, let's explore together then. Yeah, so these things are taking over the world, and slowly taking over the world, and and the future of the world's future is no longer just let's have coffee at a cafe. We might even have coffee online in a metaverse, you know.
yeah.
You never
That's
know.
why so many friends of mine asking me, "Oh, did you buy the land on the metaverse? It's maybe cheap at this moment, but uh, and uh,
Oh
and
yeah,
after that, yeah, it's also a good investment if you want to explore how to invest to buy the asset to buy something in metaverse. Yeah,
yeah,
but we still explore, we do see because there are
yes,
ma- so many metaverse to dive in. Example, ASS or the sandbox or the Decentraland. Yeah,
yeah,
because each metaverse have is a different world. If you jump into this world, the other jump into that world, it's hard to have the bridge, the the main the main purpose, how to make a bridge between that metaverse. Example, if you buy the land in this world and you want to explore to the other world, it also costs you some of the money because you need
yeah.
to change your coin, your token from this world to the other world.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's very much like today. If you go to the physical funland or fun world or arcade or whatever to play games, you know. Yeah, so this particular arcade, game arcade, you go there. You recently I went to Singapore. We have this arcade. I don't know. They look quite new. They probably was a company that being merged or taken over by some people who used to run arcade. Yeah, so
yeah,
you see in time zone arcade game, they are using all this card system where they just tap, just like MRT. If you go to the subway MRT, you just tap and go in. You know, And so what time zone is doing, that you tap and then you can start to play your game. Yeah. You tap how many times you tap, you give you how many credits for you to play. Yeah. So for this new one that I've been to recently, it's called cow play cow move, something like that. They still use coin token, physical coin token, where you have to slot the coin into the machine and then start playing. Yeah. So for time zone and cow, they you probably can't. I'm pretty sure you can't interchange the token.
yeah,
The token from CarPlay, you can't go to time zone and just use it. It's just not
yeah.
going to
That's
work.
right. That's right.
Yeah.
That's
So
why.
and this metaverse. One thing you need to note is that metaverse is not being built by any one group of or company, but it's different groups will build different virtual worlds, and
Yeah,
in
that's right.
future and I think the target is that in the future, these worlds will be interoperable. Yeah. So
Yeah,
and of course forming a larger metaverse. And I think
yeah,
in the future, it could be possible that you can just interuse all this whatever money or asset that you have on the virtual world. Yeah. So metaverse is very much about, it's basically about virtual world. So a
yeah,
few years ago, we are being introduced to this what you call that? This mask that you wear on your eye, the very big thing. Yeah. So you go into you can use that to go into the virtual world. I think in the future we probably won't need that anymore
yeah,
because there's a lot of 3D and there's a lot of uh, uh, various computer screen tech that will come out and say, oh yeah, you can have all this, even laser and things like that. So things will advance to a certain point where it's very much like some of those sci-fi movie where you can see maybe you use your avatar in this virtual world, you can do see your halo self there, you
yeah,
can there are a lot of possibilities. Yeah, but what's more important that this virtual world they will use blockchain to authenticate proof of ownership of your digital goods on both any of the virtual world. Yeah. So blockchain
yeah,
is still the main thing, is still the driving force behind all this. And I think with blockchain driving this kind of system, this kind of uh, things that's going on, that is no wonder governments are crazy over developing their own blockchain,
yeah.
their own central
Of
bank
course.
digital currency, because all this will play a part in our future financial ecosystem, and not just financial it's also our future lifestyle will be higher percentage on the virtual side. Yeah.
Yeah,
So sounds very much like some sci-fi movie already, but these are happening and this will make things come to pass. Yeah, let's go move on to the next one. Oh yeah, this one I think we touched a little bit earlier. So okay, let's roll back 2 years ago in 2020. Crypto market plunged because oil price plunged. Yeah. So in 24 hours, 2 years ago, $26 billion is being wiped off the
excuse
crypto
me.
market. Yeah. So let's move on to the next one. Next slide, the continuation. Yeah. So because of earlier on we mentioned about this Ukraine war will it affect crypto because of oil price. So what we do, let's watch out for crypto market movement because oil price soared over the last week to even more than $100 per barrel. Yeah. So let's not forget that Russia is the world's number three exporter of oil and is number two exporter of natural gas. As we mentioned earlier, Europe consume 40 to 46% of this energy from that comes from Russia. Yeah. So basically, basically there are a lot at stake over here when it comes to war, and we don't want to see ourselves suffer. We already see a lot of things, price of a lot of things has gone up in the US, food price, a lot of things. Yeah. So even Singapore, our food price has gone up by 10%, around 10% as well. Recently, I was helping my brother buy some lunch. Wow, this particular food that he go for, it was $3.20. Then it went up to $3.50. And then what else? I think there's another shop that I went to. They say, oh, now they instead of reprinting the menu, because all the hawker store and food shops, they'll have a menu and state the price there, right? Oh yeah, I went to Hougang. So they didn't want to spend money to reprint the whole menu to put a new price. They just go to the number and scrap off the the digit, and then they write a new one with a marker pen. So
yeah,
you see a lot of this thing going on right now, even in Singapore. So I bought something that used to be 250, now it's 280. That's more than 10%. Yeah. So things are changing. So it's real. It's changing. So we let's look at the oil price chart. Where's my oil price chart? If you go to oilprice.com, you will see the oil price chart on the right side. The war started 6 days ago, which is 22nd or 23rd. Yeah, which is a few days after the Olympics. Yeah. So oil price started to move up. From 21st February, it was at 9. It just keep going up to $90 over and $97. And I think this price chart on oilprice.com, the price is still quite friendly. Yeah, but in other reports, it has already in some countries it already went up to $103. Like the one, I think, where's Duris? Indonesia. Yeah. Yeah. So now we are seeing, oh yeah, in Angola it's $100, in Nigeria it's 101. Yeah, so these are the things that you can see there. And then gold price. How about gold price? Gold price is not moving as fast as oil price, but it's still moving up. Yeah, it's moving back up to nearly to above 1,009. Yeah, per ounce, I guess. Did they say this is what? Per kg? No, definitely not per kg. Yeah, per kg is 61,000 plus. Yeah, yeah, right. So yeah, per kg of gold is 60 over 1,000. Yeah. For gold price, that is where did I go for the gold price? Gold price is goldprice.org. Gold price chart. Yeah. So so this war has some effect on the prices of commodity that you and I could be investing in. Yeah, but of course nobody wants to see war. A few days ago they said, oh, this Snake Island, there's this island in south of Ukraine that's being taken over by Russia. So a few days ago they say, oh, 13 soldiers has died. I mean, initially they say, oh, all have died, but there were 80 over soldiers there. They say all have died, but then they say 13 have died. Then just last night we see the information, oh, everyone is still alive. So sometimes you don't know which media to believe in. Oh yeah, there's one more
yeah, that's right.
about this chip plant in Singapore. Yeah, Taiwan UMC, they are expanding their chip plant in Singapore. They have a plant right there very near to me, at Tampines there. Yeah, so just maybe about 10 minutes drive from my place. Yeah, so they have a big plant there. I used to go there and meet some friends, and then we have coffee after that. Yeah. So now they are expanding their chip plant, spending 5 billion
Oh,
probably.
it's a good news.
Yeah, so some of their clients include Samsung, MediaTek, and Qualcomm. Qualcomm is very famous. You probably hear about Qualcomm a lot in the past. And then they are
Yeah.
going to go into this. Uh, they have this 22 to 28 nanometer production. Yeah, so if we go to the next slide, we'll see a chart. Uh, yeah, so this is where UMC is standing in this particular chart. Yeah, they are number 3 over here. So you see that Asia, East Asia, Asia and East Asia, we are supplying to the world nearly, or not nearly, more than 70% of the world's chips. Wow, that's a big thing.
Yeah.
So if you want to understand why there are chip wars in the last few couple of years, you know why? Because we are the one, especially TSMC in Taiwan, they are supplying more than half of the world's. And for
Oh.
Taiwan, it's TSMC and Samsung. What they are supplying is very high technology chips, super high tech. I think they are probably the top of the league or something. Yeah. So this means that a lot of mobile phones were going to need all this chip. A lot of cars manufacturer is
Yeah.
going to need a lot of all this chip. And inside a car there is like a few thousand chips inside the car. So I'm not sure it's few thousand or few hundred, but it's many chips. So imagine you are manufacturing a car, and then you have this one particular chip that you can't get. So your car production have to halt. You have to stop temporarily because you don't have this chip. Yeah, so there's this chip war going on. That is why I think it spiced up the price of car sales in the recent months. Yeah, but outside of all this, you see SMIC, number 5 in this chart. SMIC is from China. They are producing 5% of, and 5% is quite a lot actually. Yeah. So for SMIC, SMIC, I think they are now going to expand, build a new plant to manufacture those like 5 to 7 nanometer chip, which is really small and really thin. Yeah, so that's the kind of things that is moving on in the market right now in the world. Yeah, so of course the US say, oh, they also want to have want to manufacture their own chip. But one thing about China is that even the car manufacturer, even they want to be able to design and manufacture their own chip. So you see things are going on a different way now. In the past, it's just chip manufacturer. Now the customer themselves, they want to manufacture their own chip. Yeah, so of course they will still take in, like you see Samsung. Samsung is number 2, right? But they still take in chips from UMC. Yeah, so they still take chips from one another. So you will see that this technology is no joke. 5G is no joke. It's
Yeah.
going to cause a lot of industry to. It will help some industry to boom. It will also help some industry to get to have the need for more workforce. Yeah, so things are moving in that direction. Yeah. So let's
Yeah.
hope for a better world, faster world, so to speak. Yeah. So let's hope that when we download a 2 gig, 3 gig movie, there's 3 gig is just going to take 5 seconds. Yeah, or 1 second,
That's right.
fast as it can.
Now, yeah, now we have the SSD and we
Yeah.
can use it very fast with your hard drive, and
Yeah. How
it's also
long?
depend on internet.
Bro, remember I brought my SSD to you and you download some movie. How long did it take? Like a few seconds, 10 seconds or something for
Yeah,
a
that's right.
G? Yeah, something like that.
Yes, with
And that
the
SSD is from Samsung. Yeah, so
yeah
how fast things are getting. You remember, oh, once upon a time when you and I were young in school,
yeah
take 20 minutes to download a picture that is 1 megabyte.
yes Yeah, that's right.
A lot of young people don't know today. Yeah. So back in '95, I remember I was in secondary school. Back in '95, where internet was a new thing, you know. So then we attend this computer class, and then this teacher will like, okay, now you go to this www.something.com. At the time, it was our Singapore TV station was called TCS, if I'm not wrong. So you go to
Yeah,
TCS something.com, and then you look at your favorite celebrities. You click on the picture. So we click on the picture, and we waited like 15 to 20 minutes for one meg picture to appear
yeah, that's
fully
right.
on our. So 20 minutes, people. So now for a 2 gigabytes, 20 minutes for 1 meg, 2 gigabytes for 10 seconds. So which
Yeah,
one do you I think I prefer the faster one, you know. Because to download the picture, I could be finishing an apple, finishing a meal, and then it's still downloading. Yeah, but we are living in a fast world. Of course, hopefully the third world country can catch up with the help of some fast moving world like China. And we have to be thankful for China in one thing, that they are building a lot of infrastructure for a lot of poorer countries, and I think that's a good thing. Yeah. So and we have to be thankful for Huawei to have all these 5G networks. And China is pushing a lot of 5G towers all across their country, and I believe hopefully a lot of 5G towers may be built in poorer countries, that they can have access to information that we are having today. Yeah, yeah, because education is very important. So we need to have all these third world country people to have more education, to have faster, quicker access to information that's available, that can help them learn and become better, so that they can be better off in their economy as well. Yeah,
yeah, that's right.
they can go on cryptocurrency more as well.
And one more thing, I see the transaction in the crypto uh, hit the peak when uh, when there's a conflict between Russia and Ukraine. Yeah,
Yeah,
that is a
shifting,
news from Bloomberg.
maybe somebody's shifting their assets.
Yeah, Bloomberg, because uh, when there's something happen, it's hard to cash out. It's hard to run away with a lot of access. So Bitcoin or crypto is a good choice for the people.
Mm.
Yeah. And now I think it's a time for us to complete the live stream in this early morning. And I hope to update with you on the cryptocurrency news and in the news about technology. Yeah. Um,
Okay, thank you all for joining us. We really appreciate your time joining us, and hope this information that we have covered. By the way, we are not giving out advices. We are covering information and even learning as we cover this information. And so let's grow together in crypto arena. And also, I hope you guys make some money as you trade. So
yeah.
if you are from Singapore and you can't get onto your Binance or your Huobi or whatever. So recently I met a friend. She was like, Nick, I have some problem with my Huobi, because I think there are some regulations blocking and blocking Huobi and things like that. So I told her, no, you just go on, use your phone, go on this particular VPN, you can download, and then you can start trading again. So
Yeah.
she was so elated and happy. I think things like this, you just need to think around, think outside of the box, and you can solve some problem, and you can continue to make money. Yeah. So let's
Yeah,
not
that's right.
let's not stop making money because of all these things, but there are a lot of technology out there that can help you progress further. Yeah. Thank you all for joining us. We'll see you
Yeah.
again soon.
See you again in our next live stream.
Yeah.